Hi guys, and welcome to day 13 of this 21-day series. Today is yoga, and I don't know about you, but my hips and my glutes are pretty sore. So in this session we are going to concentrate on really opening up the hips, stretching out the glutes, so that we can move into next week and feel really good. So grab your mat and we'll get started. So first of all, I'd like you to come down into butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together and turn your knees out. Just take your hands out by your side and just take a moment here to breathe. So like I said, in this session we want to be really opening up through the hips, stretching out our glutes. Stretching those muscles that we've worked so hard this week. And just keep breathing. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. On our next breath, I want you to take a really deep breath in. Feel the lungs, feel the chest cavity, and just let it out through your mouth with a sigh. And again, inhale, really big breath here, and big sigh out. And then just come back to your regular breath now. In through the nose, and out through the nose. Let's take a few more breaths here. One more breath. Good. With the help of your hands, bring your knees together and place your feet on the floor. Take your hands just out to the side. We're just making windscreen wipers with our legs. So we inhale at the center, exhale as we take our knees to the side, keeping the feet on the floor, releasing through the lower back if that feels good. Coming back to the center. And then across to the other side. And then coming back to the center. Do it again. So what this is doing is loosening up through our spine. It's massaging our glutes onto the floor. So your glutes might be feeling a little tired, a little sore from this week. And we're just giving them a nice little massage as you press down through the lower back and through the glutes onto the floor. I do apologise for the noise outside. It's really noisy here at the moment, as you can hear. Okay, keep breathing. Across to the other side, and then we come back to the centre. Let's take our hands down by our side, keeping your head on the floor. Inhale as you lift your hips up off the floor. Coming right up into the shoulders, keeping the head resting on the floor, and then we come back down, lowering one vertebra at a time until our tailbone comes down to the floor. Again, inhale on the way up, and coming back down, and again. Good, just feeling those that spine just peeling up off the floor, and then we lower back down. We do just one more. Coming up and coming back down. Excellent. Let's now just take the hands out to the side, bring the legs so the knees are stacked over the hips, and we're just going to do the same thing side to side. So coming across one way, looking in the other direction, and then coming back to the center, and then to the other side, and back to the center. That's good. And again. Okay, we'll do one more on each side. Last one. and release. Good. Place the feet down on the floor. Now I'd like you to take your right foot across the left knee. Press that right knee away from you, making sure that we keep our hips down on the floor. So again, we're opening up through the hip, which is our main intention today, is to open up through the hips, loosen up through the glutes. Good. Now reach through, bring the other knee back towards you. Lower your head back down onto the floor. That's good. Let's take our right knee in our left hand and let's just guide that knee over to the side. Just putting a little bit of pressure on that right knee to deepen that stretch. However, only if that feels good for you. Good, and come back to the center. Let's place the feet down on the floor again. Let's take the left foot, place it over the right knee, and just press the left knee away. This always happens every time I go to film these videos, the traffic starts up. Good, let's reach through, bring that knee back towards us. Lower your shoulders back down onto the floor. Down to the floor, take your hand, place it on the left knee, and take it across the body, just guiding it across, adding a little bit of pressure if it feels good, and looking over the opposite shoulder. Good, release, coming back to the center and place your feet on the floor, or actually bring the knees in towards your chest. And what I want you to do is just do a few rolls to come up into a seated position, but only in your own time, and only if it feels good for you. So massaging through the spine, just taking your time as you roll back and forth. Good, on the next one, come up and just hold the boat position. Just hold it there. Switching those core muscles on, keep the shoulders back and down. Good. Hold it just a little longer. Let's take a few more breaths. Good. Cross the feet, and we're going to come over into our first downward dog. You don't have to turn around like I did. I'm just turning around so I feel more comfortable facing this way. So just nice and easy with this first downward dog. Like we've done before, we just pedal out the feet. Let's keep the shoulders away from the floor. Let's let the head hang down, making sure we're not trying to lift up and look forward. So we're not going for the straight legs just yet. We're mainly trying to get our torso towards our thighs. Good, just taking your time, pressing down, and then maybe raising up onto the toes, and then pushing the heels down into the floor, raising up again, pushing the heels down, maybe pedaling it out still. Might be feeling quite stiff from the work you did this week. Good, let's just hold it here for a moment. Good, and release down to the floor. Take your knees nice and wide for child's pose. We're going to try to bring our chest down between our knees. Drop your head down. Bringing the fingertips forward. And just hold this nice, relaxing position here. Again, opening up through the hips. That's our main aim for today. Our intention is Open up through the hips. Good, let's take 3 more breaths here. One more breath. Good. Let's come up, let's bring the knees back together. Bring the hands forward. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes under and press back into our downward facing dog once again. Inhale, take your right leg towards the ceiling. Extending up, try to get the left leg down. Squeezing. Inhale as you come forward, and exhale, plant that foot down onto the floor. So the right foot is down, let's bring the left knee down to the floor and untuck the toes, making sure we've got one long line from our hip down to where our feet are. With your right foot, just creep it out to the side, turn it out on an angle, and we're just holding this position here. Eyes are forward, and what we're feeling here is the hip flexor of our left leg, and we're opening up through the hip on our right side as well. With your right knee, just bring it a little closer to your shoulder. So bring it in just a little to begin with. We want to bring it in so that we can feel those muscles really opening up in a different area through our hip. Now, if you're happy with that, stay there. Otherwise, I'd like you to take your right hand, place it on your right knee, turn your right toes out a little bit, and just start to open up. So really bring your right shoulder back as you push that right knee away and looking over the right shoulder. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, just come back and place both hands still on the floor. Good, let's bring the toes back in, bring the hands down to the floor, and we'll just hold this position a little longer. If you feel comfortable with that, bring your elbows down to the floor. Still feeling the hips opening up. Only do this if it feels comfortable. Good. Place the hands back on the floor again. Bring the foot back in between the hands. Come up onto the toes at the back into this lunge position. Let's take the right foot back. From here, we're going to inhale. As we exhale, bring ourselves all the way down to the floor. Flatten the top of the feet to the floor and lift up through the chest as you inhale. Exhale, coming back down, tuck the toes under. Coming up, take the right leg back up towards the ceiling. This time we're going to open up by the hip, by dropping our right foot towards the floor. Try to keep your hips and your shoulders nice and square, particularly the shoulders. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Square up the hips again, and then place that foot back down on the floor. Pull back into child's pose. That's good, guys. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, tuck the toes under and press back into downward facing dog. From here, left leg, inhale, rising up. Hold it there. Try to straighten both legs if you can. Inhale, coming forward. Place that foot down on the floor. When you're ready, place the right knee down on the floor and untuck the toes. Step the foot out to the side, place both hands side by side, and press your chest forward. Just holding this position. Remember, we want to activate that leg, the left leg. So squeeze it, bring it towards your shoulder. Keep pressing the chest forward and the shoulders back, eyes are forward. Enjoying this stretch. Creep the toes out to the side. If you like, bring your left hand onto your left knee and just push that knee away and open up. If you don't like that, place both hands back on the floor and stay in that position. If this doesn't feel good to you, if it's hurting your ankle, hurting your knee, hurting your back, hips, come back to the center. Please don't do it if it doesn't feel good to you. So looking over the shoulder. Stay strong through the belly. Good, coming back. Leave the foot out from a 45-degree. Come back to the center, pressing out through the chest again. If you're happy there, stay there. Otherwise, come down onto the elbows. Keep activating that leg, bring it back towards the body. That's good. Keep breathing. Good job, guys. Take the hands, place them down. Creep the foot back towards the center. Come up, find that position. Step the foot back. In a good plank position, shoulders are forward. This time you can keep your knees up off the floor if you like. Inhale here. Exhale, come back, come down, chaturanga. Untuck the toes. Inhale as you rise up into upward facing dog or baby cobra with your body still down on the floor, shoulders away from the earlobes. Inhale, exhale as you push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, rising up through the left leg and turn that hip out. Holding it here. Try to lift that knee as high as you can. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Come back, square up. Place that foot down on the floor and pull back into child's pose. Good, come back. Breathe in, breathe out as you push back. Inhale, rising up through the right leg. Exhale as you come back to the center for half pigeon. Good. So try and make sure it's a nice long line down towards the back foot. Lengthen out, and when you're ready, if you like, come down onto the elbows. You can also come down onto the forehead. Good, release, come out of that. And holding it there. Now option to stay here if you like, otherwise we can try mermaid. So when we bring our back foot in, sitting up nice and tall. Now I'm still trying to get better at this one. So you can either place your hand in front, you can actually go behind your head and clasp your hands. But I find that when I do that at this point, it pushes my head forward. So I would prefer to just concentrate on trying to sit nice and tall before I go to that point, because I'm not going to get any benefit from that. And gently release, if you have that foot in your hand, gently release it down to the floor. Hands come down to the floor, come up, and place that foot back onto the floor. Good, left side now. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, come forward, half pigeon. Untuck the toes, nice long line. Sitting up nice and tall. Option to stay here. Next option to come down onto the elbows. Make sure we're staying activated through the hip area and through the belly. We're not just flopping down. And then if you like, bring your forehead to the floor. option just to stay here. Otherwise, try to grab onto your foot from behind. And less flexible on this side than I am on the other side. Keep your chest up, eyes up. Remember, you can clasp your hands behind your head if that is accessible to you. Good. Gently place that foot down into the floor. Hands. Step back into downward facing dog. We are going to walk our feet forward, cross the legs. We're going to come back down and find Savasana. So take your legs out nice and long, lying all the way down. We're going to take about 3 or 4 minutes here just to relax. So find a nice, good position there. Take your hands out, palms towards the ceiling. Now, no matter what noises you're hearing right now, just try and switch off to them. And if you do happen to acknowledge the noises, like the traffic going by, or there could be traffic where you are, or there could be noise going on, we notice the noise, we think about it for a moment, and then we let it go. This is passing through. Taking our time to breathe and relax. From this position, I'd like you just to start to move your fingers and your toes, just gently. Maybe move the hands and the feet. Take your arms, gently take them above your head and stretch them out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Just rolling onto the side now. And when you're ready, gently bring yourself up to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed if you like. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. And open your eyes. Our intention for today was to open up our hips and kind of massage around our glutes and all those muscles that we're feeling, so maybe our lower back. I hope you enjoyed that session, and I be feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more lengthened out. And that is all for today. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, and I will see you on the next day. See you later.